Hello everyone, it's me again, Steedoj. This time with the long-awaited, and I know I've said I'd do this for a while and I never did, but finally, the Basileus build video. I did finally get back on him, however, Basileus he'll be a bit more lackluster than my other characters, mostly because I haven't had that much time with him. But without further ado, I'm not going to take too long, I'm just going to show you his stats straight away. Again, if you don't care about the stats and you care more about the actual fights, then you can just skip to that. There'll be a timestamp as to where you should go if you want to see the fights. And without further ado, we'll just jump straight into his attributes. Now, obviously when I make a Namekian character, the race with the most health in the game, I do believe they have the most health in the game, and it's not male margins. I don't know, it's one of the two. But for a race that regenerates when they get on low health, my brain would just assume to tell me that, oh, if they regenerate based on the lowest amount of health, then giving them the highest amount of health possible means they regenerate more health, technically. And I feel like a 125 Namekian is kind of essential. Not essential, but you're just kind of making the most out of your race's natural abilities. Now, of course, I know Namekians do low damage and, like, you know, supers and stuff, but I didn't care. I wanted him to be more of a ki blaster than anything else. And here's the problem. I will say now, he is a max weight Namekian, so me putting stuff like ki blast on him actually does lower his ki supers. However, it does make up for the fact that his strike and basic attack is lower, because those will be increased as well. So realistically, my basic attack, strike, and ki supers are probably all on the same level, because he's max weight. 42 in stamina and ki for the extra bar of ki and stamina, and my 42 in ki is completely necessary for one of his combos. For the stamina, it's just more for the sake of having stamina, because, again, it doesn't hurt to have extra stamina in this game. For his presets, you might be a bit disappointed because I only have 3. Everything else is a naked preset because I haven't actually gotten that far with this guy. There's nothing else I could think of that I would want on him. These 3 presets are the only things I can think of using on him, or the only things I can imagine using on him. And even then, this one I probably might change the looks for. I just put this on because I was like, oh hey, look, this looks nice. I'm completely metal, that's cool, right? The first preset is the one I use the most on him. It has the Android 17 Super Soul, which actually does stop me from using my supers, but in a very interesting way. Because of the amount of health he has as an Namekian, and because of the QQ Bang as well, I can actually tell when the Super Soul is about to activate, because it activates the second I get on a yellow health bar. So the second my health is maximum yellow, I know I'm free to use my supers. And my supers include Ice Claw, Power Impact, Ice Field, Evil Flame, and Ice... yeah. So those are all good supers in my opinion. Evil Flame is my go-to ranged attack, because Power Impact is mostly just for show and to increase the damage of ultimate attacks and yada yada yada, and to counter Limit Burst and stuff like that. Ice Claw is a naturally good super. If I recall, the second hit of Ice Claw is completely unblockable, so it stops block mashes, and it blinds people if it hits them. People did kind of forget Ice Claw is a move in the game, but that's because you have stuff like Solar Flare and fake Ki Blast now that can blind people, so no one uses Ice Claw anymore, which is a shame, because I think it's an actual good move. Ice Field, again, is another good move. They did actually buff it, so it's way better. Even though there's still not a lot of people using this, I would almost say this move is overpowered, but it's not really. Against smart people, obviously, it's kind of bad, because you just leave yourself open. But people who aren't as a god tier when it comes to the IQ department, you can easily bait them into an Ice Field. And on top of that, it does freeze them, which means you can extend a combo from it, which is good. Because from my knowledge of playing a Namekian, it's pretty hard to get a decent amount of hits off unless if you're just spamming the YXY. Ice Cannon and Gigantic Roar, believe it or not, combo very well. Ice Cannon is a great move. It's a series of spins that leads into a freezing attack, and it can hold people down for quite a while. It holds them down longer than Ice Beam and Ice Field. Holds them down for ages, actually. So normally when I have max ki, I just use Ice Cannon and Gigantic Roar in a combo, and as you'd expect, that would do an unhealthy amount of damage and naturally kills most of my enemies. It's a very cool looking combo. I do like the concept of freezing my enemy in place and having them just watch a gigantic laser rise and just hit them and just completely obliterate them. It's really great. Become Giant, again, I just like Giant form on Namekian. Potential Unleashed is the best transformation in the game, obviously. It has no weaknesses. Any transformation that has no weaknesses is obviously going to be the best one in the game. But Become Giant is just really, really cool. I do like it, and Giant Namekian does have its perks. Again, when I'm fighting people who have super armor on and I'm not exactly sure of how I should face it, or I'm too scared that, oh, I'm a Namekian, I'm too slow to really avoid this guy, or, you know, I just turn Giant and I just spam grabs or something, because then he starts to get worried. He's like, oh, he can grab me from this far away, so I should probably not fight him with my super armor on. And because they nerfed the timer of super armor as well, that actually benefits me a lot. This preset is more of a, how many ki attacks can I spam on you at the same time? Actually, hold on, let me change the Super Soul so it's a bit more accurate. Okay, yes, the Super Soul is different now. This preset In the video, I'm not using the Super Soul. I had a different Super Soul on because it was relevant to the build I had on him last time. This preset is more of just how many super attacks can I just spam on you relentlessly. Supernova Cooler is a good ultimate, don't get me wrong, but I don't actually ever use it. I'm kind of scared to use most Brawler-like ultimate attacks, mostly because once they hit the ground, they just become completely useless. So if they attack someone in the middle of them getting up, it's just wasted and it's really annoying. Gigantic Burst as well is a very lackluster ultimate. Most of the time it actually drops if you're too close to the wall when you use it, which is very sad. The last preset, definitely not the least, I do think I should put a health QQ bang on this one, because that's more relevant to what the preset's kind of about. But this preset is very... I would say it's probably my best one, just because of moves like Gigantic Omega and Blaster Ball. I still keep Ice Field and Ice Flame from my first preset, because again, I just love those moves. I need to have an Ice and Fire move on this guy at all times, at all costs, 24/7. The Super Soul that's on this preset is the Baby Super Soul, and I think I'm going to show you the effects of this one, because people actually really do sleep on Baby Super Soul. Now, for people who don't know Baby Super Soul, once you hit 25% health, which I think should be when health starts flashing, you get reduced damage by XL. All of the damage you take is reduced by XL for like, I think it's for 30 seconds. But when your health is at that same point, you still get a damage reduction by L. So what this means is, when you hit the red portion of your health, you take less damage by XL for 30 seconds, and you permanently take less damage by L, which means for about 30 seconds you're nearly invincible. You don't, I'm being serious, you almost take no damage for about 30 seconds. And because I'm on a Namekian, my regeneration actually fights back against the amount of damage they're doing, and I heal through the damage. I wish I was making this up, and I can't actually, I don't have it on video, because the fight I used for this preset is a lot more tastier than showing you the effects of the Super Soul. Now, enough about the tankiness of this preset. I want to talk about Darkness Rush and Super Black Kamehameha. Now, I did have Super Black Kamehameha on this guy before it was buffed to Ki Blast Justice combination status, but Black Kamehameha is just a naturally good Ki ultimate. It's really quick, and it does its job. It's a competent ultimate. It doesn't require too much from the user, and now that they made it even better, it requires nothing on the user. It's just Ki Blast Justice combination. Darkness Rush is a very good ultimate. People do kind of ignore Darkness Rush because, oh, the last hit always like disconnects and stuff. But if you're fighting people who you know have super armor limit bursts, you can actually use Darkness Rush the second you stamina break them, because if they limit burst, you'll grab them out of it before the knockback actually takes effect on you, and they'll waste part of their limit burst being put in a combo. And if they don't limit burst in time, you get, like, you know, free ultimate damage at the start, and they don't get to limit burst out of it because it's a cutscene ultimate. That'll be the end of that. Without further ado, I will see you guys at the end of this video. I hope you do enjoy the fights. Peace.
B.
I want to die!
Oh! Now you fucked up!
Fucking stupid!
Nah, B. Nah, B.